welcome to a new Green Staff World tutorial. Today, we're going to make a metallic paint job on this nice voice miniature. If you want to know how, make yourself comfortable. As a first step to use our chameleon paint, we use a coat of glossy black primer, which we will let dry well before moving on to the next step. A layer of Nebula Copper color shift over the entire surface as a base of the paint. Now, we will start working with a range of metallic paints. We use our Neptune's blue color. As you can see, the paint covers perfectly and is very easy to apply. Now, we paint the leather areas, using quicksand brown as a base. Once dry, we apply a soft dry brush with a sand bleach tone to outline the edges of the leather parts. This step not only outlines the edges, but also adds some texture to the treated areas, which will help us to imitate leather. With the color Anthrax Metal, we will treat the metal parts of the leather bag and tools. And to start adding shadows and depth to it, we use our wash inks, specifically the color Ancient Sepia, which we apply gently with the brush. The sepia ink will be used in the deeper areas, outlining and adding shadow. In addition, it will soften the wear effects that we did with the dry brush, giving it more realism. As a little trick, you can add some moss green wash ink to the leather areas to get an even more accentuated weathering effect. We will also give shadow and depth to the blue metallic area with our Ether Blue wash ink, which is a soft layer that we will extend carefully. It is time to outline the leather area with a light color that stands out. We use the Sandstorm to make fine lines on the edges. And our color, shark fin blue, to outline also the blue areas. You should try to draw thin lines on the edges to highlight the color. The central eye of our miniature will be illuminated with a white ink intensity and fluor color. First, we apply white directly on the lens of the eye, insisting on the central area. Then, we use a few drops of red fluor to paint over the white. Now, we will achieve a rusty metal effect, applying our liquid pigment, medium rust and black on the exhaust pipes of the miniature. For the base, we will use the dry brush technique, starting with a layer of black matte primer, which we'll let dry properly before applying the color. We'll begin by applying white over the entire surface. Remember that we always recommend using paper to remove the paint residue from the brush. Now, it is time to take our secret weapons, the dipping inks. They will help us to give tones and shades throughout the base. For this, we will use Azure Dip, Radiant Orange, Black Shadow Dip and Acid Green. We will mix directly on the base, getting with it a huge amount of tones. Don't forget that it is important to spread the inks well. Let the inks dry and proceed to outline in detail with the same color used in the mini Sandstorm. We will use a fine brush and be very careful. Finally, a little snow for the scene, using our textured paste that you can apply simply with a brush. We place the miniature and finish the job, adding our brushes with white flowers. The set is ready to play. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the next Green Star World video. See you soon!